So here we are again. What a fun thing to do every afternoon. Welcome friends, entrepreneurs, celebrities, athletes. I think my friend, today's guest, covers all of those. He's certainly pretty in his own mind. I'm excited to welcome Bill Feinberg to tell me something good. Bill is a serial entrepreneur. He's creative. He's great. I know for a fact he's one of the best dancers that I know, so we can add that to his cred. But I'm super excited. Bill Feinberg, it's your chance to tell us something good.
All right, Steve. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me on. Listen, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I always try to find the best of things. Whenever I am in a situation, it's like, let's find what can help people. And I'm very optimistic. That's the one thing. As I talk to people, I see my phone is still ringing. There's millions of people out of work, but my phone is still ringing. Shows me that people are interested. And it's good that the economy is still remaining strong. The outlook is positive, I think. A lot of people are going to be hurt, and there's no doubt. But, this is going to be an opportunity for people to.
You've always been that guy.
Internet here, but people to form new businesses and create other opportunities.
You've always been that guy that is optimistic and is on the front end of things. Why don't you share with the audience what you do every day, why people know you, how you've grown your career, all that kind of stuff?
Sure. Yeah. So I am the president of Allied Kitchen and Bath. We are a kitchen, bath, and home remodeling company. We're licensed general contractors here in South Florida. We cover from Palm Beach to South Miami, and we do complete makeovers. Been doing this since 1984. This is actually my 36th year in business.
Wow.
And I work with my three brothers. So we're four boys. We all work together doing something different. My brother Joe is my partner. And my brother Dave and Rob work for the companies as designers and just helping us run the company. But pretty involved in the community. I'm chair of the board of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce right now. I am the past chair of the Broward County Habitat for Humanity. So very involved. Our company is very involved in philanthropy. And we have a firm belief that, the more you give, the more you get. And so everything that we do is all about the people around us, whether it be my family, my children, my employees, or the community. Everything is done, what can we do good for the community? And I truly believe that's what's been our success formula.
I love that. It's Rule 27 in my book. I, too, am a giver. I give everything about me. I introduce people all the time. We're putting out this kind of content at scale. So for me, the rewards are far greater than anything just monetary. They're so greater. I mean, that's sort of how we met, I think, through some charity, I think maybe with Andy Cagnetta. But what are you finding people are saying about redoing their kitchens, about, doing upgrades? I know we talked a little bit before this about how this may change the way people view nursing homes. And I'd love for you to share your aging in place concept, because I think that is a brilliant pivot. I love it.
Yeah. So, we're very, we see the phones ringing. We're actually, we're busy because we were always, we always have a backlog of business. We were very fortunate because our reputation is very good in the community. So people know that we do quality work. And so we've been fortunate to be able to work a little bit during this curve as an essential business. Being general contractors, we have been able to stay in business. Now our showroom is closed, but we're about to open it up by appointment only, so customers can still come in, because the phone is ringing. People say, I want to come in. Is the showroom open? Can I come look? So, we set up very strict guidelines following the CDC rules and regulations, and we're scheduling appointments. People come in with masks and gloves, but the phone is ringing and people are interested in remodeling. This, for us as contractors and remodelers, I think this is going to be a great opportunity for us, because people cocoon in their homes. And now the past 6-8 weeks, people have been looking at their house, their old kitchen, their old bathroom, going, hey, we've always wanted to do it. Now's the time. I had mentioned to you before, we are certified agent in place contractors. So a lot of the work that we do, if you come to me to remodel your bathroom, I'm talking to you about 10 years from now. How is that bathroom going to work if this is your forever home? So many of our clients come to us because we are specialists in what's called agent in place. And agent in place just means that I'm going to remodel and look to do things for you for the future so that you can have a safe environment, so that, things like showers without curbs, grab bars, seats in there, non-scalding faucets, things that most people don't even think about. Our designers are going to think to say, hey, if you're going to do the bathroom anyway, or the kitchen, let's look for how you're going to be using it down the road. So very optimistic that, we're going to be busy. I really think we are.
So, we all know that if you watch the news, it's all doom and gloom.
It is.
I got you as a guy that watches the news anyway.
Oh, I do.
What's your trick? What's your system on staying so positive all the time?
Again, I have 65 people that work for me. So if I'm not positive, they're not positive. So what I project, again, my success is based on my employees. I'm only as good as the people that work for me. So I really value my employees, and we make sure that we take care of them, but I also make sure that they know what I do in the community. They see me out there with the chamber, with philanthropy. So they're always wanting to know what's going on, what's new. And I just try to be positive because I am positive. Listen, I've been here before. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, before Hurricane Andrew hit, I thought I was going to go out of business. Hurricane Andrew hit, and I had a ton of business. Just in 2007, 8, and 9, when the recession hit, again, I had to think of new ways to invent myself. I was in the middle of building a new showroom, and I had just knocked the building down when that recession hit. I thought for sure I was going to go out of business, but I wouldn't allow that to happen. I said to myself, I'm going to advertise more, and I'm going to get involved more in the community so that people get to know me more. And by doing that, it let me not only survive the recession, but I grew through all those years, 15 to 20% through 9, 10, 11, and 12, and continue to grow to this day up until this pandemic hit. So being positive is just a state of mind. You have to think that things are going to get better. We live in an incredible country. The United States and America are the strongest country out there. We're not going to let our country fail. And that's the bottom line. If you listen to some of the news and the politicians, you think differently. You think that some of these people do they even care about America? Because they just do things to try and destroy it. And that's wrong. When 9/11 took place, everybody came together. It didn't matter what religion, what color, what Democrat, Republican. It didn't matter. The country came together. Here we have this pandemic, and everybody's just still pointing fingers. Now, here we are. We're 6-8 weeks into this, and we're starting to open up today. They are opening up a little bit in our 3 counties. That's positive to me. And so I'm very, very positive that we're going to get through this. We're going to come out stronger. We're going to be in a lot more debt, the country. But listen, we're going to get through this. I believe in our leaders in our country, and the strong will survive. If you want to let it break you down, you could do all this in your own mind. So everyone has to remain strong, remain positive, and just accept, do not accept no. That's not in my vocabulary. Always just like, how do I make it happen? If something bad happens, how do we learn from it, turn it around, and make it a good experience?
So it's great because I'm such a fan of great leadership, because great leadership leaves clues. The people, you said it earlier, the people in your organization look to you for stability, direction, no sense of panic. So I want you to share with the audience, if you can, a couple of the big philanthropic things that you've done, which, I've been part of some of them. They're always fun, they're always engaging, but share a couple of them because I want people to see that you lead by example. So what are some of those examples?
So probably my biggest accomplishment with charitable organizations is with Habitat for Humanity. I got involved with them over 25 years ago. From a very dear friend, Bob Leiter, who we all knew. Bob and Nancy Daly walked into my showroom and said, "Hey, you ever think about donating to Habitat?" And it became a love affair. I got so involved with it. Now, to this day, every kitchen or bathroom or anything good that comes out of a house, we donate to Habitat. So I've been very fortunate to be very closely involved. I now sit on the Florida board of Habitat, and proud to be a member of that. And I think that my firm, probably with all the donations that we made from houses that we demoed, displays that are old in our showroom we give to Habitat, we've probably built 7, 8 homes with the money that we've raised. So Habitat's one of them. And I just recently finished an incredible project with the military makeover project with Montel Williams. Locally here, a company called Brand Star, who produces the military makeover show. We had a family in the Stoneman Douglas High School, the Parkland shooting. One of the teachers, Chris Hickson, was killed that day on Valentine's Day, and they selected the Hickson family to do a military makeover. Well, very close to my neighborhood. I grew up. My children grew up in Parkland, where Stoneman Douglas was. And when they came to me, I said, "This is a no-brainer. I'm happy to donate." So we donated the kitchen and lots of products for the home, and we worked with them over several weeks to rebuild this house. And it's become like a 8 or 10 part series. But it was just so, to be able to give back, from your heart and help this family. It's a beautiful family. Debbie Hickson and her son, who was a special needs a child. It's just so great for our company to come in there and get involved with something like that. And and then so many other things that I'm involved with locally here. LifeNet for Families, the Handies, the Jessica June Children's Association. I could go on and on. I literally am probably over the past 20 years have probably touched about 100 different charities.
And you would share with my audience that being philanthropic has been a pillar of your business, correct?
People come to me and they go, "We're using your company because we see what you do for our community."
Wow.
I mean, simple as that. And, for us, we would do it anyway, but it's a win-win. I think every business owner that should be involved and give back to our community. There's so many ways, and it's never money. I never believe in writing a check. My time and talent are more valuable. And that's how I've been able to help boards grow and become better at what they do in raising money. But I've always felt that I have a lot more to give than just a check. So it has really been the part of my success formula, being involved with these charitable events. As you know, I host them in my showroom. We bring anywhere from 40, 50 people to several hundred people into some of our openings that we open up. 100% of the money that we raise during an event goes to that charity. We sponsor and pay for everything. And it's just such an honor. People just love coming to our showroom to be able to come to these events and support great charities. So any business that wants to be a better community partner, wants to grow their business, just get involved with charity and give till it hurts.
It's such a tremendous offering to people, because you bring up a great point. Most of the time, it's not necessarily just money that they're looking for. They are looking for time and talent, and everybody should be able to give that. I think the misnomer is, they're going to ask me for a big check, whatever. And I learned that early in my career, that if you just get involved, they'll find a way to use what your gift is. And so that's
absolutely.
So in our final moments, my big soapbox is about personal branding. And I got to tell you, I'm disappointed you're not wearing glasses. Did you stop wearing glasses?
I only need them for distance and to look good.
Because you have the best glasses of anybody.
Let's see what we have today. How's this?
There you go. you more
something a little funky.
Because I would tell people about you, and they go, "Oh, he's the guy with the great glasses, right?"
As I get older, I kind of calm down a little bit.
You have been a treat to connect with.
Thank you.
One of the good things is that we hadn't connected in a while, and now this format brings us back together. I want you to promise that when we are able to, you and me and the ladies, we get together to have another fun night. You are a wonderful human being and certainly a role model for all of us. And I appreciate you spending the time with us.
Thanks, Steve. It was a great opportunity. Thanks for having me. And definitely let's get together, have some fun. We will get through this, everybody. This is going to be short-lived. Remain positive. We're all in this together. And I am confident that we will come out stronger than ever.
Sounds awesome.
Thank you, Steve.
I will
post
a way that people can get in touch with you. So if you want to redo your house, if you want to redo your kitchen or your bath or whatever, here's the guy to do it with, man. You'd be great.
Thanks, Steve.